I'm live, and there's mess behind me. We're not gonna look at that. Hi, guys. Hi, Brad. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Oh my gosh, this is my connection's poor. Oh boy. Hold on, y'all. It's connected to the wrong thing. Hold on, friends. I'm fixing it. Are we better? Are we better? It said my connection was bad. Hi, Rusty Patina. Welcome in, everybody. It was still connected to my she shed, and I moved my iPad in to the house so I can be in here. How's everybody doing? One man's trash. Hello, hello. Wait, do I follow you on TikTok? Do I? Do I? I don't remember. It's hard to keep track. Your name sounds familiar. Okay, let me do the alert bell. This is seller support, friends. Seller support. So if you are a whatnot seller, heck, you can even be a buyer. Just come in here and let's chit chat and make some friends. I'm doing a test, you guys. I'm doing a test. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen is my alert bell whenever I do go live. And a lot of people have bookmarked that alert bell. Like a bunch of people just popped in. Thank you so much for joining. I am going to do a test. I have a hunch on my mind, and I don't know if it's true, but I'm doing some testing, and you guys will help me test it, my theory, but I just don't know. I don't know. I'm going to keep my OG bat signal that I've had for a while because I have 266 bookmarks, but I made two new ones because I'm testing a theory, and you guys got to help me with it because I won't really know if it's going to work. So the one that I just pinned at the bottom of the screen, I'm creating a seller support. So whenever I go live for seller support chats, I'm basically doing a bat signal for that. So if you guys want to watch all of my seller supports, I'm going to start pinning this one. So all you have to do is click on that and then click on the little alert bell, which it'll look a little different on your screen, but it'll have like a little, it'll either be a bell or it looks like a little bookmark, and I'll alert you guys. What did I read? I was supposed to be live right now, but Wilma Jean had a seizure today. Overprotect. Oh my gosh. Rusty Patina. My dog Gunner used to have seizures. It was so scary. Oh my gosh. All you can do when they're going through them is just try to hold them down. You keep your hands away from their mouth and just try to soothe them and talk them through it. My Gunner dog, you could tell that he could listen and hear me even though he was going through it. And I would just tell him, you're okay, you're okay. And I would just kind of like hold him and keep him calm down until it passed. But that was so hard, y'all. That was so hard. Okay. So the other one that I have here, I thought I pinned it. I'm doing a new alert for whenever I go live for whenever I sell stuff is I created this one. It's like whenever I go live to sell items for whenever I do selling shows. So if you guys want to watch me sell, want to join my shows whenever I'm selling stuff, bookmark that one. So I have two different ones. I'm testing a theory. It's going to take me a while, but I just wonder. And I'll tell you guys what my theory is. Hers wasn't real bad. I had a cat with epilepsy. Oh, you knew what was happening. My dog, they didn't really know the cause of theirs. I feel your pain. Dalmatian has seizures. It's hard to watch. Absolutely hard to watch. And then, like, whenever they start getting up to move around. Oh, old brass ass. Hi. Heart to Haven. Thanks for sharing, my friend. I appreciate you. Old brass ass. We have to be friends, you know. I think we are friends. But y'all, I made a thumbnail. I've been brainstorming some t-shirt designs that I want to make. I got to show you my thumbnail. I got it to make me. I got to find it now because I don't know where it is. But I love this design that it came up with, because if you guys go to like my coupons, oh my gosh, your name's Amanda. Girl, hi. I'm putting baby to sleep. Oh, your baby goes to sleep early. Wait, you're in Ohio, so it's 7. I guess that ain't too early for a baby. But if you guys go into my coupon codes, I have like Treasure Seeker Society. We need Amanda train. We did have an Amanda train already. Mountain Fable hosted it. She's also an Amanda. There's so many Amandas. But y'all, look what it made. It's Treasure Seeker Society and Gems and Joy, and I love my poppies, and I love teal and the coral together. I absolutely love it. You're having your first show in September. Yay! Ask all the questions, girl. I love that, right? I was thinking that would be really fun as like a t-shirt. And I've been like thinking about, yeah, I love donkeys. I love donkeys. And then I've been wanting to have like a t-shirt made that I wear during my lives, and I want it to have my name on it. And so I think I'm going to do that with like a chocolate brown t-shirt that I just want for me. But I'm thinking, what would other people wear? I don't know if they want to wear Gems and Joy. So I'm thinking about it. I may make it take my name off and just put Treasure Seeker Society. And I just love that. It's so cute. I'm still brainstorming. But Alley Cat, do you have your first show listed? Actually, why am I doing it from here? I need to go into the account on my phone so I can not mess that up. I wore your shirt at an estate sale every hour. Oh, yay! Rusty Patina. I love that shirt. It just doesn't look good on my skin tone because I'm pale, but it's comfortable. I totally wear it, but I'm just saying. Where's my chat? Okay, Alley Cat, I'm following you. You do have your first show, so I bookmarked you. I'm number 15. Everybody go give Alley Cat a follow. Gems and Joy is a phrase that works for others. Yeah? And I always say finding gems in the wild that bring you joy. And I also want to do like vintage brings me joy or something like that was another one I was kind of thinking of, but I'm just thinking about it. Alley Cat, do it scared, do it nervous. I promise you, I've been on this app for 2.5 years and I still get nervous. I just did my first fabric show last Wednesday and I was so nervous. I had full on anxiety. I kept postponing it because I just couldn't do it. I was just so scared that they were going to hate me, that because it is a whole different category last year for all the people. You did like that? I'm still brainstorming. I'm still brainstorming on a t-shirt idea. I'll keep thinking about it, but I want something that people will want to wear and not necessarily feel like they're advertising me out in the wild. I know House of Coop has like their House of Coop shirts, but like I don't know if I want everybody to feel like they have to advertise me. I want you to be able to wear it because you're like, oh, I just love the design and it just speaks vintage to me, and I want it to be your go-to shirt. You know what I mean? So that's why I just keep thinking about it. I might just have to make my Gems and Joy like small and then just have like the graphic be like really cool, but I'm working on it. Alley Cat, Thrift and Post. Number one thought is, are you happy with your name? Because you haven't started selling yet. So number one, I'm going to suggest to you is make sure that you're happy with your name, because once you start selling, everyone's going to get to know you, who you are. And then changing it after the fact, like people get so confused. So like, if I were to change my name now, 2.5 years into the mix, and I change it to Amanda's Vintage, they're going to be like, who the hell is this girl? Because my name is different. So make sure that you feel comfortable with, if you're selling and doing business like 5 years from now, is this going to be like the best name for yourself? My business name started from me making crosses with gems on it. Okay. And I wanted it to kind of venture into all of my crafting stuff. And my middle name is Joy. And I always had emails that had Enjoy on it. So I came up with Gems and Joy. And I feel like gems can be anything that we find, because gems could be like, look at this gem I found in the wild, or look at this gem. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's a play on words and it brings me joy. So yes, great advice. I wish you would have done it early on. Brat, I think your name just stands out on its own because nobody could pronounce it. A play on words. There's actually a store in town, in the next town over, it's an antique store. It's called Alley Cat, Alley Cat. So I'm already drawn to you because I go to that thrift store it's not a thrift store, it's an antique store. They're very expensive, but I love going in there because it's huge. It's like 3 stories. But the last time I went in there, I almost had a heat stroke because it was so hot in there. But we're in Texas. That's what it is. But I love that place. So I'm already drawn to you, and I love your logo and stuff. Like, think about logos, think about like what you want to be called. If you're happy with it, if you continue down the road, I think it's cute, but I just want you to be happy with it. It's just things that I want people to think of before they really get started, because once you get started, it's really hard to back out of it. And then also, you have one show listed. Go ahead and post multiple. I wouldn't list anything in them, because if you change the date to another day, you will lose pre-bids. But just go ahead and get other shows listed out there so you can go ahead and start collecting bookmarks, because especially when you're live with this first show, people can go and start bookmarking your other shows if they love your vibe, they love the items that you're bringing and stuff like that. That's another top thing. If you go into my shows or my profile right now, I have tons of shows that are already like locked into place because I'm scheduled with a Ray Train, and then I have some others that I just move around because they're my own personal shows. But it's always good to have tons of shows loaded up. Y'all, I got to show y'all this. I just finished this. I know my lighting is shitty as hell, but y'all, I finished this my first crewel. I mean, it is a embroidery. Gosh, my lighting. Let me just turn on my flashlight from my phone. There, y'all can see it better. Ain't that pretty? I love, love, love that. It's so good. I know it's so dark in here. And then I'm working on this idea. I'm going to frame it. You can load and put it in. Yes, you can put it in your bin. I think I'm going to frame it in here. It's a bubble glass. And then I'm going to add some butterflies, some real butterflies on it, and just make it like a mixed media piece. And then I decided I'm going to take some vintage fabric, y'all. I'm creative. I got to have creative outlets too. So I took some vintage fabric and I'm trying to outline where the rose is and do the same thing. I'm so excited. I really want to make my vintage fabric look amazing. And this is another one I'm tempted to try too. We'll see. But I'm just playing with it. But it might just be my new thing that I want to try. Vintage Sisters, look. I have to use my phone flashlight because it's dark in here. But I did that one. I learned how to do that. And then I'm doing this one from a vintage piece of fabric. I love this one. I mean, look at this fabric. It's stunning. I just cut a piece off. But I just love that. It's so pretty. And then I want to attach some butterflies to it. Y'all, I'm excited. So hopefully I can get my first one done in time for Friday's show. We'll see. But I want to start doing that because I think it will be so much fun to just share some creative side of me with some other part of it. Rusty Patina, you could buy one on... Wait, what? So good, just finished. You did a poinsettia? Oh my gosh, Vintage Sisters. Is this Michelle that's on? See, when it's both of y'all, I don't know who's on my show. It's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Does your sister watch me too? See, I don't know. I love y'all both. Y'all, Vintage Sisters, it's 99% you. Okay. Michelle with Vintage Sisters made my day yesterday. She did an update to the Snapchat. Oh my gosh. Snapshelf app. And she made it ability to where I can upload to other platforms. So it's not just for Whatnot anymore. Y'all, I'm so excited. So like if I send it over to Whatnot and it uploads, I can bring it over to another platform and it's amazing. But this is the app that I'm talking about. So I was able to upload from Snapshelf into Whatnot, and then I just uploaded into that one, as you can see right there, last night, and I sold something. What? I sold something already from the upload from last night. And then I got a lot of interest on some stuff last night. That's just been sitting. I'm like, why not? So what is it? Snapshelf. Snapshelf is an app, Marabella. It's an app that you can upload stuff faster into Whatnot. It's just like a, what would you call it? Another app just to make your life simpler. You can load all your stuff into your show on one, and then you can send it over into another platform. So into Whatnot or wherever you want to do. Like, you can upload the title, the description, the weights, the cost, and everything like that, and you can upload it so much faster. Yes. So like, I can load a show. If I get all the pictures taken and already on my show, I can sit down and get a show loaded in probably 20 to 30 minutes, just depending on how crazy I want to do with my descriptions. Um, I feel like Snapshelf is going to get better as AI gets smarter, but it's not always smart. But where it's at right now, it is super fast, but I don't 100% trust the AI on it, but it's learning and it's getting better. But if you guys are Android users, there is beta testing available in Vintage Sisters SoCal. Does it upload? I don't know. I don't know if Michelle is working on that, but that's a question for her. She's in the room and I love it. And I just had a really big seller reach out to me today and asked me about it, and I told her about it. And so she uploads a lot of her stuff. So I'm really kind of curious to see if she does use it. Yeah, CLM Farm. She messaged me. She saw my post in the Facebook group and she was interested, but you dang well know she uploads all her stuff, like all her brass and all her stuff, and she has paid employees, and I think she's going to teach them. So I told her about it. We'll see what she says, but I think it's going to be amazing. Yeah, there's Facebook Marketplace, but I haven't figured that out. But I'm glad. I want it to help people, and that's why Vintage Sister, she created this app. But I feel like her voice is not loud enough, so like the rest of us have to shout it out. And I'm getting tagged into shows to talk about it. Just FYI, Michelle, I'm getting tagged into shows and I'm doing that. So we need to share with everybody else. So, hey, can anyone else get referral codes? Like if they refer somebody, that's another idea. Like maybe give them incentives to share it out. Like give them a pop-up. If you share this code with X friends, you can get 5 more Snap research thingies, whatever it's called. I click buttons and I don't know what it's called. I'm actually building that right now. Hopefully next release everybody will have a referral code. Yeah, maybe you can give them like 5 extra AI researches or something for every referral or something like that. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like they can help refer, and I feel like that will help it grow. That's just another idea. See, we keep coming up with ideas, you guys. If you need support, yeah, Michelle just needs more people talking about it. You guys have to try it first. There's a free version of Snapshelf. Okay, there's a free version. I 100% say go try it. Use my code SNAPGEMS and it gives you some extra stuff. Try it, test it. Just use the free version. I'm not saying to go pay for it. Just go test it and play with it for, try to load like 6 or 7 shows and just see what you feel. If you feel like it will be worth it to upgrade to, the $10 a month. I can tell you, I told my sister-in-law about it, and I think within her just using it for one show, she was like, okay, I'm paying for it. She's already paying $10 a month. And then I just told her last night, I was like, hey, you can use it to uploading for other stuff now. So I said, it's getting better. Like, it's going to be, it's going to be a no-brainer to pay the $10 a month. There's Journey Through Time. Hello, my friend. Tammy. We love you, Tammy. Y'all, if you're not following Journey Through Time, give her a follow, too. She's a great seller. I love her. I feel like not enough people know about you, girl. You're amazing. I have a lot of friends in here, you guys. I promise you, if you're in here and you're listening to me and following me, you're good people. You're good people. That's what I gotta say. And Becky. Yeah. Did I say hi, Becky? Becky, I texted you, but I sold that mail thing. I went ahead and shipped it today. I'm so excited. But I had something I found at the thrift store. Y'all, this is like my win of the week. I found it at the thrift store. It was Fenton glass for 99 cents. and I sold it and I made like 20 times profit on it. I was like, yay! I mean, that's like, you know, stuff that doesn't happen. I found Fenton for 99 cents at the thrift store. That does not happen anymore, y'all. Like, that was like legit, like, what in the heck? The thrifting gods blessed me. I have a video of it. I didn't even post it, but it sold. It sold it on somewhere else, but I shipped it already. I'm excited. Hi, Auntie Barb. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I found a custard fairy lamp for... Dude, that's awesome. I want to find fairy lamps for $20. Everybody buys it. What was it? It was a mayo Fenton. It was like a bowl and a plate. And it was supposed to have the glass spoon. So I didn't mark it up as much because it's worth more with the spoon. But it's still worth some money. And you sent a photo to me, Patrick. Is it important to see? It's so dusty. Oh, he's sending me pictures from outside. It's hard to find pictures. He said outside is dirty. We got a storm 2 days ago, and it got so dusty. It was nasty. I'm trying to find out the picture. Come back. I gotta scroll and scroll and scroll. There it is. There it is. It was this that sold. I hardly ever find Fenton, but that is what sold. Isn't that pretty? And I found that for 99 cents at the thrift store. Like, the color is what caught my eye. And then I touched it and I was like, oh, that's Fenton. Hi, Auntie Barb. I love you too. But isn't that gorgeous? It's a mayo container and it's supposed to have a glass spoon. That it didn't have the glass spoon, but could y'all believe that was not broken at the thrift store? I was like, what? Usually glass is broken. And I never find Fenton ever in the wild like that. And that day I also found Dagenhart, 2 Dagenharts at the thrift store too. I was like, what the what? I found some amazing stuff that day. That was just, I think it was a thrift God blessing. I wish I had more time. What is a Dagenhart? It is a, I'll show you. I was like, how am I going to show you? It's typically glass. Whenever you see it, it has a heart. It's a glass maker, and it has the letter D with a heart, and it's a Dagenhart. And these are the ones that I found. Why are you not letting me zoom into it? Oh boy. Okay, I hate this. Let me find a different picture because it's not letting me zoom in. It is a glass maker. Look at your messages. Have you seen that, Fenton? I will look in just a second. I'm trying to find a picture of the Dagenhart. I'm probably saying it wrong, and Becky's like literally laughing at me right now, probably. There you go. That's a version of a Dagenhart. It is a toothpick holder. And let me see if I can show you. If you look down in there, it has the heart with the D. See? They're so pretty. I found that too. I found glass at the thrift. I was like, what the heck? It was a different thrift too. But yes, that's what a Dagenhart is. Okay, check my messages. I'm getting there. Have I missed any questions, y'all? We're here for seller support, but I feel like I'm just yapping my jaw. But if anyone's in here want to ask me questions, feel free. I've never seen that, but is that horsehair? That's what she sent me, you guys. Has anybody seen that? That's beautiful. It almost looks like horsehair. Becky, have you seen that? You found a rain lamp last week. Y'all, how much was it? I saw one on Facebook Marketplace, but they wanted $500 for it. But somehow it like moved. 20. Stop it. Did you buy it? Oh my freaking God. You know how much those are worth? Does it work? I have Dagenhart hands like a mini. Oh my gosh, really? I want to go look. That makes us money. Is that horsehair, Becky? Y'all, if you have questions about glass, message Becky. PNW Becky. I swear to God, she's like my go-to glass girly because I'm like at the estate sales and I'm like, I can't find this. Is this good? And she tells me if it's worth a deal or not. I thought it was broken, but it's good. Really? It works and you got it for 20? Oh my gosh. Are you keeping it or are you selling it? That's a score of a lifetime. I priced that baddie at $250 at a glass show. Ooh. Rusty Patina, did you hear that? $250 at a glass show. Hand mini bowls in your vintage vanity show. D is for Richard. $250? That's cray cray. I need to read your message. Where did you message me? I've been at work today, so if you messaged me, I don't see a message from you, Auntie Barb, so I don't know where I'm looking. That's what Patrick sent me. He's like, look, it's so dusty outside. It's not even a blue sky anymore. It's brown, red. That's so gross. Okay. I just got off of work, y'all, and it was the most insane day on a Tuesday. I called it a Monday repeat. I feel like it was Groundhog's Day. Can I share your... Yes, share it. Share it. Of course. This is Solar Sport. Y'all, share... Follow each other, be friends, bookmark each other's shows. I fully support that. What am I doing now for work? I work part-time at a housing authority, which is a lot crazier than I would have ever imagined. And I'm finding stuff out about the local town folk that I wasn't anticipating. Wait, what's your show? 6 p.m. So let's wait. 6 p.m. Pacific. So that's 8 p.m. my time Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. You know, I can do time changes when you got to go backwards, but when I got to go forwards, it's like it screws with my brain. Okay, so 6 p.m. that would be 8 my time. Silver plated and more. Girl, you're going to have an amazing show because silver plated is hot. I listed a lot of stuff on another platform that was silver plated and I got so much interest. It hasn't sold yet. But I think everything I listed that was left over from my other show and whatnot got so much interest. Okay, I don't know where my aunt messaged me. That's going to drive me crazy. Why is my chat frozen? Yes, like housing authority, HOA. Yes, yes, correct. Do I like it? I like it. It's just, I work 2 days a week. It's just part-time. It's only 20 hours a week. And I'm like the assistant director. I'll move up to director eventually once I get trained and all of that stuff. And about coming back. I don't see a message from you. Are you coming back to see me? Or see my parents, actually? You need a part-time job. Oh, I don't know. Auntie Barb, it's a little bit more complicated when I can travel now because I have my part-time job and I have to be present. Like, it's almost pulling teeth to have 2 days off in September because I haven't really been there. I barely will be there 90 days on my probation period. I picked up a John Doreen pear tree plate for $5.99. I don't even know what a John Doreen pear plate is, but if it's worth that much, that's amazing. I love finding deals like that. That's amazing. I love finding, like, whenever you know it's good and people just walk by and you're just like, score! Yeah. Just look up John. Okay, where's my notepad? I have a notepad. I'm taking notes. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't know it was good. You liked it, so you bought it. I do a lot of shopping that way. And I looked at something over the weekend at an estate sale. And it was 75% off. And I was like, man, that's really pretty. But it's just not my vibe. But it is really pretty. And then I saw another seller today have one in her show. She started for $3 and it sold for $80. And I was like, I'm kicking myself for not grabbing it. I should have trusted my gut. There was a reason I picked it up and looked at it and thought it was pretty, but then I was like, well, it's not quite my thing that I usually sell. Why did I do that to myself? I'm just like, dang it. It's fine. It's fine. I think the reason that I put it back is because there was no price on it. If I touch it, I almost, yeah. I try not to. Another thing is I saw a post on Instagram where people are talking badly about resellers, how they're always in the store looking stuff up on Google, and how they're really annoyed with people doing that. I knew what you meant. I knew by pick it up. And how I'm like, I don't know if I do that, but actually the only time I really look it up when I'm in the store is if it's like, I don't know, more than $20 for the item. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's good and I want to look it up to give me like, okay, it's worth to drop a little bit more money. That's typically when I look it up. But if it's like under 20, I just kind of go with my gut. I go with my gut. But when you got to spend a little bit more, it was just a post. It was another reseller, but they were just trying to get conversation. But it was just something to think about. Like, does that annoy anybody whenever you're out looking around and you see people looking stuff up? Like, they go click, 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 and then they stand there in the way and they're looking stuff up. Does that bother you? Then how do you learn besides a book? I look it up when I get home. Does it bother me? It doesn't bother me unless they're like standing in front of something that I want to grab. But I usually make conversation like, oh, like if I see somebody with a flashlight and they're looking for glowy stuff, I'm usually like, hey, did you look over there? That glows. And I get them to move so I can grab something where they're standing. I'm so mean. But I've had a small town thrift store manager get mad at me. Really? This is live. They will witness that you're choking me.
It'll be all right.
They got mad at you for looking stuff up. Everyone does it at the state sales if they try to be sneaky. I say, is it worth good money? You probably are making them feel called out. I sent you a message of your bra swine today. Did you text me? Shoot. I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I had one lady call like 30 times today. I don't have a text from you. You sure you texted me? Hi, Patrick. Oh, and whatnot. Oh. Oh my gosh. Is that for a tall candle? That's so pretty. Look what Journey Through Time found, you guys. That's really pretty. I would put matchsticks in it. But then I kind of feel like that's too fancy for matchsticks. What would you put in that? Absolutely nothing wrong with checking comps to make sure you have profit margin. Yeah. I generally, like, if it's $20 or under and I feel like it's good, like, I go with it. But if I'm spending more than 20, I feel like that's when I got to look it up. Or if it's glass, then I'll take a picture and I'll send it to Becky and be like, I can't find nothing. What do you think? And sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll just gonna put it in my basket just in case. And I do take Campbell's sometimes. I don't even look it up. I'm just like, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It might be a stupid purchase, but we all do that. I love that. Setting tall matches, skewers. I'm thinking matchsticks, like the really long ones, would be really cool in it. I don't even know if they make a tall candle to fit in there. I wonder how wide it is. How big is that? Oh, a glass base.
About the size of a baseball.
I was going to say, can you put a toilet paper roll in there?
No, not big enough. Tennis ball fit about.
She might have bigger hands than we think looking at that photo. I'm not saying that, Tammy. I'm just saying.
Yes, you are.
I think she has same size hands as me. So it could be toilet paper.
No, you ain't getting a roll of toilet paper in that.
He hates me.
maybe half rolls,
Becky's talking to you. She says, don't be a dickhead. She's gonna say I was talking to you, Amanda. 3 inches wide. Okay. I see. See? Yep. Why is she always taking your side? How rude.
Because everybody loves me.
Not me.
Apparently not. I only make an appearance every now and then. Everybody loves me.
I know. They
Probably
do
because
love
they have
you.
to look at you all the time.
I'm hurting my heart. Yeah, I am. He deals with me though. Yeah, that's her favorite red chat word. It's to hold empty
So
rolls.
she's talking shit to me, not you.
I love you too. Epic beard. I know, right?
What?
Roxy's in here too. I don't know what I was gonna say. I just went. I just forgot already. Y'all, I think I overbooked myself for September. I love it for myself. But oh, y'all, tomorrow I'm in Halloween versus Halloween train, and I have a Fenton bear with the pumpkin. It's called Little Pumpkin, and I started it for $1. So if y'all like Fenton, or you like Fenton bears, or if you like pumpkin heads, get it. And oh, thank you. Now I'm about to be choked. He's already tried that. He's being funny. But hey, I'm on camera, so you guys can oh, OSB says you're sweet. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I'm following you now. I'm following what you're saying now. What was I gonna say? I feel like my brain is so scattered. I have 2 days off in all of September. These state sales are ridiculous. I think you need to start doing sales from your state sale, but I know you're too busy for that. But that's insane. Do they pay you good? Like, are you getting like $20 an hour at this point? Because I know they make money. Like, I've actually started considering having, like, setting up an estate company. I thought about it. Art Taven just messaged me. What did you send me? Oh, is that for the vanity show? I'm actually selling what was it, like consignment vanity pieces. I need to get it loaded, but that is so pretty. I love your picture up here. It matches your logo. It looks so good, and it's very pretty. I see that naked lady back there, and that's what caught my eye, and I'm like, I want to know what she is. Do you have them loaded yet? That one's going to be hard to load if you do. You get paid well, plus the stuff you find in hoard and sell once we slow down. Are you going to slow down, though, Rusty Patina? Or is that winter time when y'all slow down? I assume y'all kind of shut down quite a bit when it gets cold. Why will it be hard to load? Because the photos, you're going to have to, like, put tape over her tatas and her other spot, because Whatnot will say it's inappropriate. I had to do that with my naked man when I loaded it, because it was inappropriate. It's kind of, they see it as porn, so you have to, like, put tape over stuff. You can show it live, because in my opinion, it's art. It's not porn, but that's what they think. Where's that photo I did? I scrolled too far. I'm trying to show you how I had to load my naked man. There. See how I put a piece of blue tape over his parts just so it would allow me to load it. They allow porno looking. They do? I didn't know that. But like that, straight up. Or even if something just looks inappropriate, sometimes it will not upload, and you have to, like, take a picture of it at a different angle. Smarties and animal underwear. I mean, you can totally get creative and cut the tape to where it looks like underpants and stuff, and add like a little bikini. I mean, that would be cute as heck. But, you know, I'm lazy and I just went boop, kind of like it's a little sensor bar. Sometimes also when I'm taking pictures of stuff, I will just put my finger in front of it and hide it if I don't have tape on hand, and it works too. But yeah, it looks like boxer face. Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes you have to do that, but that's like the trick that I have to do just to get things to upload into whatnot. But it is kind of tricky. But Art to Haven, you should try the shelf snap and see if you like it. And then you can just do things one at a time and see if it saves you some time, because I know it takes time. Red chat withdrawals. Just red chat it all. I don't care. Who wants to read red chat? Does everybody know what red chat is? If you're new here, who knows what red chat is? Drop an emoji in the chat. Oh, thank you so much. I was at work today and there's not really a dress code, but I feel like I need to look nice. So I actually put myself together since I am public facing. Yeah, try Shelf Snap for sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, tomorrow I'm probably not going to be looking so hot because I really love my days when I don't have to get dressed up. But it is, you guys, this is another thing. Oh, good to see you. I'll see you later. My sister-in-law, she's been doing Whatnot as well, and she's been the sales have been slower, and she's been struggling just a little bit. And I told her, I was like, number one thing I've noticed has helped me is you need to get up and get dressed and put some makeup on, fix your hair, throw on a cute outfit. And I said, just those simple things just help your mental health so much. And I think it's helping her. But if you guys are struggling with it, just do those basic things. Brush your hair, put your hair up in something a little different, add some mascara. If you don't want to do a face full, just a little bit of mascara, I swear, just makes you feel better. Lip gloss or something, and put on a shirt that you haven't worn in a while that you love, and just make it a special day. You don't have to wait for a certain day just to wear something. And it totally helps, because I know mental health is a struggle sometimes. Anybody else struggling? Because I've had shows where they were really bad, and it really gets to you. And sometimes I will watch other seller shows and I'm just like, I have that stuff and it just doesn't sell like that. Like, what's my problem? And I really get in my head, like, what's wrong with me? Like, how can I do better? And I just can't figure it out. And I'm just like, okay, I got to stop watching these other sellers. I need to go in and support people that are struggling too, and just talk them up. And, yes, it takes you down. And so, I'm trying to find ways, how can I feel better about myself? Yes, you guys can relate to me. We all do this to each other. I'm sure you can watch me on some of my shows and you will feel that same way that I just described. And I never want you guys to feel that way, because I struggle too. I had a show a few weeks ago. I sold one thing in 45 minutes. And I had to keep going. And you cried so hard. Oh, no. And I missed your show. I'm sorry. Did you sell stuff, or were you on Friday? You were on Friday, weren't you? That's another thing. If you were on Friday with a 2-day train, that's another thing that I realized. If you're on a 2-day train, Fridays, the second day of the train, it doesn't do as good as the first day, which is so weird because it's amazing. Man, Vintage Sisters, I'm sorry. I'm sure you have amazing stuff too. I didn't do as good as I usually do on that train, but I love that train. But I was also a fill-in, so I didn't have as much time to source for it. But I think I made the best of it for that amount of time, and I was happy. I at least made some money, but I wasn't as good as some of my shows. But, it's a struggle. Try not to look at other sellers' items when I'm on a raid train and start feeling. Yes, I do that too. Journey Through Time, the train that me and Mariah are hosting. I look at y'all's shows that are loaded, and I'm just like, damn, I suck at sourcing. I don't have good stuff. That's what I think to myself, and I'm just like, man. And And I try not to do that. I try not to compare myself. I have to think of how can I improve myself to get where I want to be and stop comparing myself to others. I need to uplift other people. Do you think the big successful sellers are paying up for their items? I think they do. I think they do. And I try not to do that because I want to make sure that I have profits because I can't just throw $60. And I tell you guys, I've done this a few times where I've spent some money just for items for trains and then I started for $1 and it doesn't sell for what I need it to go for and I lose money. I just did that last week. And it was rough, okay? And we all do it. We all do it. And I just don't like it. So I need to be smarter with what trains I join and what I actually can source stuff for and stop putting myself so much out of my comfort zone that I struggle and I stress and I overspend on stuff. I need to stay with where I can be and be able to sell wisely. That's just my thought. We need to. Should I stick to lower price items for your first show? Alley Cat, I would do all ranges. There's nothing wrong with having $5 items, $12 items, $30 items, $150 items. It gives you a range because you're absolutely going to have people that, you're going to totally have people that love the cheap items, obviously, because if you have of 100 people in your room, everyone can afford a $5 item, but not everybody can afford $150. But that one person that can afford that $150 item, and once they see it, they're like, oh my God, I need that in my life. They'll immediately swipe because they can afford it, or just the right person. They may not have the money, but they're damn well going to swipe for it because they absolutely want it. You know what I mean? It just takes the right person. Yeah. Or you can just say, if you have something in your auction tab that is like $150 and you run it and nobody sells it, say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and edit this really quick. I'm going to put it in the bin. So if anyone's interested, you can buy it out of the bin and do a payment plan on it. And people can do payment plans and spread it, $20 every week, every 2 weeks. I can't remember how that works, but they can do payments on it and then they can have this amazing item that they just fell in love with. And I just posted something the other day. I've had it. It was a Cookie Monster cookie jar that I had in my kitchen for like 10 plus years. I loved it. I almost did like a cookie theme in my kitchen just for the Cookie Monster. I just never did. But I loved him. He was vintage. He was beautiful. And I just decided he keeps reminding me of my ex-husband. I just need to get rid of him. I posted it, or I put him in a show, no takers, because I needed at least $40 for it. It's worth it. You guys know, cookie jars are expensive. And then I decided I'm going to push it to my bin, and just randomly somebody came in there and she swiped it up. I messaged her. I said, hey, oh my God, you made my day. I was like, I had this in my kitchen for so long. And I'm just glad that somebody loves it and it's going to someone. And she says that she used to have the exact same one and somebody sold it in a garage sale without her permission. And she lost it. And she's been looking for 20 years for it. And I was just like, that warms my heart. It goes from my kitchen to someone's house. It's just those little things, y'all. And then she sent me a message. She's like, oh my gosh, look, it looks so good in my kitchen. She sent me a picture and that just made my day. I'm like, I know she's going to love that. And I was like, it was in my kitchen for that long because I loved it. So, it just takes the right person. They could just be hunting for years and then all of a sudden they found your listing and they're going to swipe on it. So people can maybe only afford to get a few things, but yeah. I would just do a range of things. There's nothing wrong with, $5 starts all the way up to, wherever it needs to go, depending on what your item is. But I feel like that will give you a range of different buyers available, coming to you. But definitely, have a little bit more on your lower priced items for sure, because people love to support each other. And Burlap Barn, hello, my friend. I see you guys joining. I'm just yapping my jaw so much. It's really hard to stop my brain for a second to say hi. Otherwise, I squirrel. So I appreciate you hopping in. How do I create a random poll in your shop? Let me show you. Basically, you go in to make a listing. And I think what I'm going to do is do this. So tomorrow I have a fabric show, okay? And so I created like all these thumbnails for like different listings. So let's say I'm going to show like a yard of fabric, but I'm doing it as a random pull. So I usually letter them, because as I pull for like 100, it will do this one. I did a letter C at the beginning. So it'll be C as a 1 yard. C will be 1 yard, and then I'll have a number. So if I sell 50 of them, it'll be C1, C2, C3, C4, and that's how I keep it numbered. But how you get it to do a random pull, it's on a set weight and what it is, and then I just do a quantity. So I went into the wrong thing. What is wrong with me? So I'm just going to show you what it looks like on my screen. So I have the thumbnail, and then I did, the letter C. You can even do numbers. You could be like 1 and then 1. I did that last week. It was fine. I just had to do dashes. 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and that was my 1 yard. But I like letters better because it seems less confusing. And then on the quantity, that's where you need to put a higher quantity so it can number it out. And then each random pull that you do, you need to make sure if you can do a random pull for 8 to 11 ounces and just change it to 8 to 11. And you can have your thumbnail be 8 to 11 ounces if you wanted to. You can do random pulls for whatever you want. You can do random pull for a card, random pull for a book, and it'll just be like 1 pound. It can be any image. I'm a little slow when it comes to computers. How do I get the little background? I had my ChatGPT make it, but you can also go to Canva and make it as well. It could be any image. You can take a selfie. Like if you go into my show, like right here, like I did these different listings. Like I did, this is if you look at the bottom of the screen, this is like my old Gems and Joy logo. I did a listing with my face for seller support. If you want to know when I go live for seller support, you can bookmark that. But I just did a selfie and I just added that in there. And then like this one is a screenshot where I'm a screenshot of what I'm actually talking about, my Whatnot community on Facebook. So you can use whatever you want. Like this is just another picture that I had of myself at the bottom. So it can be whatever image you want it to be. I even have some listings. Let's see. Let me show you my other ones. This is what I typically do when I'm like at an estate sale. And I type in, I call them random pulls. Why is that not coming up? That's weird. Why is Whatnot hating me lately? There we go. I'm just going to pull them all over so I can show you. So I did this. I was the first spell. I'm doing a test theory. I need to talk about that, you guys. I'm testing a theory. So if you guys want to know when I'm live to sell, go bookmark this one. Do the little bell alert. If you guys want to know whenever I'm selling live, I'm going to pin this one. I'm doing a new one. I still keep my old one, but I'm testing a theory. My brain's been on overdrive. I've been thinking, and I want to test it, but I have to have you guys help me with it. So it's going to take a while. So I did this random poll, and I did it for a weight category. So my thumbnail says 12 to 15 ounces, and then I typed in random poll 12 to 15 ounces. So on the weight for shipping profile on my listing, it is at 12 to 15. And then I did the same thing here, but this one is for 1 pound. And then I have another one that's for 2 to 3 pounds. I have another one that's 1 to 2. I have a 3 to 4, and so on. And so like if I do live selling, or if I shop live at an estate sale or something, I can do random listings and run it at the according weight, and I'm good to go. Like I can just run it all day long, and I have like, 500 in quantity for a lot of those. So that's another way that you can do it. You can do random pulls however way you want to do it. You just have to be able to understand like what the weight is for that random pull, so you're selling it accurately. Otherwise, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Does that make sense, Allie? I hope it does. The numbers on the letters are in alphabetical order. Helps you with how you want to list your things. Yes, yes. That's why I like the letters. And also, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm doing a quantity, then you have to think about it as 1 dash and then whatever random pool number that is. And I feel it in my head, it gets confusing. So I like letters at the beginning and then numbers, but you do what works for you, what works for your head. I can also have my husband help me. He's pretty good at that. Yeah, totally. Canva is where I made these pictures that you see right here that says 3 to 4 pounds. I made that like 2 years ago. Like I've been using them for that long. Absolutely crazy. Now my fabric ones, I went all bougie because I've been using ChatGPT a lot. And so like these that it made me are literally like in my colors because I have cranberries and teals in my logo. So it like tries to keep it all the same. And it created all of these for me, which is awesome. I mean, look how cool that is. You can have ChatGPT do that. Just say, hey, I need you to make me thumbnails for each of these categories. And I just typed it out. I need one for 1 yard, one for a yard and a half, one for 2 yards, one for 3 yards. And it made them all for me, and all I had to do is save it. It was amazing. And this is the ChatGPT that I'm talking about right there. That one. And my phone keeps going off. Lots of people are going live right now. Did you say you're starting ground and ending flat? Heart to Haven. I did my fabric show on Wednesday. I was testing a theory. So I offered max shipping on my fabric show at $12.99. Okay, I did $12.99, but I left it ground, and I wanted to see how that would go. And it ended up costing me $20 in shipping for that show, doing ground, and then doing $12.99 max shipping on that show. I sold over 100 items that show. So this week I'm going to do just to see what it would look like, because Whatnot immediately took that money away. So somebody telling me that Whatnot wouldn't take that money away from my earnings immediately, that was a lie. They do. So don't do that. They immediately do take it out of your money. This is how I learned things the hard way, so I can help you guys down the road. Okay. I have to learn things the hard way. I have to lose money in order to direct you guys. So tomorrow I'm going to do max shipping on my fabric show. Okay. And my settings are going to be $12.99 max shipping. And I'm going to do ground, and then over 5 pounds, I'm going to do flat rate, and it should be where it maxes out at flat rate at $12.99, and it won't take the money from me like it should. And I should be able to, keep selling and then adjust it appropriately, and it should be fine. Yeah, it was weight overages. Yeah. That's why it cost me $20 for the whole show, which it's fine. It's fine, but it's a little tricky with fabric because each fabric is weighs differently. And I did not weigh every single one, and I just went for it. It was fine. And they got extra fabric. I'm not upset by it. $20 is $20. I learned the hard way. I'm just figuring it out, but I would rather learn on fabric. How much was weight? Weight wasn't over. It was charging me because my 8 to 11 added up, but it was actually just a little bit less. I think there was only one box that was literally off by a little bit. Yeah, so they took extra money and pocketed it, but it never actually got applied to a label. But I don't get that money back. Flat rate is going away in November, from my understanding, Journey Through Time, unless they change it again to where it's just going to cost like $30 for the box. I don't know. But I'm just testing it. I'm just testing it and figuring it out. But I know after November, I still need to learn. But I'm just trying to learn the new system, and then I have to relearn it again when they change it again. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. But I'm just trying to help the rest of us figure it out, because I don't feel like a lot of sellers are talking about shipping. I wish they would talk about it more, so the rest of us can understand it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but I don't really like the new shipping rates. I feel like it's more expensive than what it needs to be. But I did a show. I did my Cruel show on Friday. I didn't offer max shipping. I winged it on the rates, and I think I only did one that was a single shipper. The rest of it I just let bundle all together, even though it was glass and frames and some were loose. And I didn't go over. I didn't use any adjustments or anything. I was like, I don't know what the hell happened, but I had a glitch. There is major glitches on the shipping rates, because one, right after it happened, right after they did all those changes, I was shipping something, and you paid for $40 in Curls. I didn't pay nothing, and I didn't offer max shipping. I didn't offer max shipping, but nobody went over 80 ounces though. Whenever, like, they literally stopped buying at 80 ounces, but I didn't go over. What was I saying? Oh, right after they made those changes on the shipping, I had somebody do like stop their shipping somehow at like 79 ounces. By the time I got it all packed up, it ended up being like 82 ounces and 84 ounces. And just those 2 to 3 extra ounces cost me $8 and $12 to ship for 4 extra ounces. I was like, that's as much as 5 pounds. That's like, I should just take that item and put it in another box, and it would have been so much cheaper than paying additional for 4 extra ounces. I was like, what the what? But then a week or two after that, because it's been a little bit. What about a bag? I can't ship a bag for vintage decor. The shipping overweighted. Yeah. But then a few weeks after that, I tried something else that was like 82 ounces instead of 80 ounces, and it wasn't that much. So I'm just like, I think it was a glitch. It had to have been a glitch. Ship quilts in a bag? Yes, yes. Marabella, I thought you were talking about like, go ship glass in a bag. We're not doing that. It's horrible. Yeah, yeah. Our Washington and California folks, it is more expensive. And kind of like New York folks and Florida, it costs more to ship to you guys because you're on the outer edges. And like, I'm in Texas, so like I'm in the middle. But like, if I want to ship something to y'all in the corners, it gets expensive, and then vice versa. If you want to ship it to me, it's expensive. So do max shipping. It's great. I've seen some shipping charges just by swiping out. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to do max shipping. I'm just testing it right now for like the shows that I'm okay with, like linens and stuff like that. Like, I kind of know that a quilt is not going to one fit in a flat rate box, that I'm already looking for at a higher cost, but I'm hoping that I bought it wisely. It gets bid up enough. I still make profit even with that overage. And I try to be able to use my adjustments if at all possible, because I still put the weight in at like 3 to 4 pounds. So when it goes to 6, hopefully the adjustment will, excuse me guys, that will still apply. Excuse me. But yeah, the new shipping is expensive and I don't like it. I've been, yep. Shipping is tricky, so I have Woven Emporium, yes. I typically do max shipping on linen shows. And typically, I'm going to say typically because not everybody's the same way, but if you buy one quilt, they're not going to buy another one. Usually. But if they buy that many quilts, I will happily pay more money to ship it to them because they're going to be spending more. But I try to intermix the linen, like quilts, with doilies and stuff like that. So I have different size and weighted items, and it doesn't hurt as bad. But yes, I do linen max shipping shows. I just take the risk, but I don't go and buy my quilts for $100 and then try to sell it and then hope to God I make a profit. I try to buy them at a good price and then sell them. You know, I love shipping linens, y'all. It's so much easier than vintage decor. You don't have to worry about stuff breaking. Kind of like my fabric show, y'all. I sold 100 items on my fabric show. It's just fabric cuts. All I had to do is fold it up, sort it out, and I got it all shipped that same day. Like, what? I couldn't do that if it was vintage decor. That was my theory on Kroll, and the lady bought 6, so you were cool with paying her shipping. Yes. Yep. See, Becky, it's like, okay, you just spent $100 with me. I'll happily pay more shipping for you because you clearly loved what I was selling. You bet up for it, and I'm glad that you got it. You know, like, I'm not going to be mad about it. How do you sell each item individually ground? I usually sell ground on my shows, typically, yes. Just spend a lot more than... Well, you've made more money than me, Becky. So, there. But, yeah. I mean, if something is huge, then I will totally do a single ship on it. You know, but you wing it. It's fine. You did $5 starts. I did $5 starts too. Did you see that? You still did better. But you had a better stuff than me. Anything longer than 22 inches, yeah, it's expensive. Yep, it's expensive. Oh, I tried something new, you guys. Does anybody have issues sourcing? Or want new ways to source? I tried something new. Vintage Artifacts posted about it. I can't remember if it was on Facebook or Instagram, but she talked about doing a post on Facebook Marketplace, basically saying, I buy vintage, and then list out like what kind of things she buys and post it out there, and people contact her that are trying to de-stash their house, sell items that they don't want to have a garage sale, but they want to get rid of stuff, and then they found a buyer for, and then she makes deals with them. And so I tried it, y'all. I tried it. I posted it out there. I've had 3 people reach out to me. One I've already picked up stuff from, and it was like a killer deal. I was like, what? It's not really stuff that I would normally pick up, but it was still such a good deal. I could see a big profit margin in it. So I went ahead and picked it up. And then I have another lady that messaged me for some other stuff like milk glass and oil paintings and stuff like that. And I made a good deal with her. And so I'm going to keep doing that. Like, so if you want to find a creative way to source, make a listing on Facebook Marketplace and see what happens. See what happens. It totally works. I posted it in my local area, like different towns groups, and then I posted it, just online for anyone to see. And it's working so far. I'm gonna keep tweaking my ad a little bit and changing it up. Like, I'm looking for salt and pepper shakers and stuff like that, and see what happens. Okay, my chat's not moving and y'all are freaking me out. Was that a shitty idea? But I thought it was a fun idea. I wanted to try it because she shared, and it does work. And she said that she found glass that way, like huge lots of glass and stuff like that. But it's just a fun way to also network with new people that you might have never come in contact with. And I'm hoping maybe it will pan out to, to find more sources to find stuff, because we can't always keep sourcing it thrift stores because the prices are going up. Antique stores are crazy with prices. We still want to find good stuff for deals, right? That we're in this for a business. Auctions are getting a little bit crazy because this is trending on Whatnot and everywhere else. Everybody is like reselling, it seems like now. Stuff that I used to get at auctions, prices are going like crazy now. Like I'm like, I don't even know if I can afford it to even make money. Thank you for tapping the screen. So like this is another way to be able to maybe make some money that other people don't know how to get rid of their stuff, and they're just like, hey, can you buy it from me? The whole lot? And they just make her an offer. These people, the ones that I talked to, they sent me pictures. So this one lady, she sent me like a picture of an oil painting and like some milk glass pieces and like a picture. And so some of that I'm like not really familiar with. So I saved all the photos, and this is what I did. It probably seems crazy, but I asked my chat GPT, I said, hey, look at all of these photos, and I added it all to my list. Look at them and tell me what I should offer this buyer to buy the whole lot out. And it literally breaks it down per item, like this oil painting, if you sell it on Whatnot, this is what you could roughly sell it for if it's signed, if it's an oil painting, if it's on canvas, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of breaks it down of what it could be. And then it said, you need to ask if it's signed. You need to ask about this blue picture, if it's marked on the bottom, or, you know, like what is it made out of, to kind of give a better idea. So I asked her those questions, and then I came back and I told ChatGPT, okay, it's not marked that way, what it thought it was. And then I was like, the painting is signed, it's a wooden frame and all of that. And it's like, okay, you know, it gave me, this was what you should start at, and then this is the max you should totally offer, so then you still have profit margin windows. And I was like, and I looked at it, I was like, huh. And so she in the middle of all of that, I didn't give her an offer, and she kept asking me, and she finally dropped a price of $60, and I was like, my chat GPT just said 45, so I just broke it down. I was like, okay, I only want these items. One of them was really freaking weird, and I was like, I'll buy all of these except for this. Would you take 45 for it? And she's like, yes. That reminds me, I have to message her tonight so I can see if I can pick it up tomorrow, but it might work. So I mean, why not? An oil painting and some other stuff for $45, like, hey, that's a win. Now, I don't know if I want to ship that on Whatnot. We'll see. The oil painting, but the other pieces like melt glass and stuff, I totally will swipe that up because I love melt glass. So there's Patrick. I haven't told him any of this stuff. He gets annoyed with me when I talk, so I just don't tell him. So but you guys, try it. Just try it. Just make a post. Just make a post and see what happens. Let me see if I can show you guys what I posted, because I'm like a visual person and I didn't see Vintage Artifacts post. And so I was like, I don't know what it should say, but this is, I just tried it. I was like, I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. It's not my most favorite, and I feel like I could tweak it. So if you guys try it and you find something better, will you share it with me? Because I feel like I need to make it better too. But this is what I did. I had it make me this, and it kind of shows like books and glass and brass and stuff like that. Again, it's in my color, and it says, I buy vintage decor, brass, glass, ceramics, fabrics, linens, and more. Have vintage items to sell, message me. And so that is what I posted on the marketplace, and that's how I found stuff. And I thought it was somebody's life. But that's what I did. But if you guys come up with something better, let me know. Share. Yeah, I did it locally, yes, on Facebook Marketplace. You know how you can make a listing for something for sale? I just whenever you go in there, it says, do you want to share it to groups? And I shared it like to area towns around me, and I did like an hour range. And I may go back in there and add it to some more groups later. I just didn't want to do all at once and get overwhelmed if a lot of people messaged me. So I may add it to more towns. but I kind of did like one north of me, one west, one east. And I probably should post it to some that are south too. So just so I can go and hit up all around the area. But I'm hoping it keeps working because it's kind of fun to see. Kind of fun to see the response and what people have. It's worth a try. Does anybody have any other questions, y'all? I can't think of anything else. I love sharing and getting ideas. So if you guys come up with ideas too, feel free to share with me. We're all learning from each other. That's what I love doing about these seller support shows. We can talk and share ideas and learn from each other because we all have different ideas and it is worth to listen and improve each other, right? Improve ourselves and each other in the process. So let me know if y'all have any other questions. I don't think I missed any. Thank you for the knowledge. I have to go take her. Oh, Alley Cat, I didn't even see you. Probably already left, but I'm glad I was able to help. Totally missed that. I talk way too much, y'all. I talk way too much. Is Zorro still the best for boxes? That I found, Rusty Patina. That I have found. I mean, the only thing better than Zorro is getting them for free from people. From grocery stores and Dollar General and stuff like that. But again, if you want the set sizes, I feel like Zorro's the best. I've been still digging into it just a little bit, but that's still the best deal. I compared it from Walmart prices. Now, some boxes at Walmart are still better, but they don't have all the sizes. But are they giving us ground shipping boxes for free? No. The only way you can get the free boxes for ground is if you sign up to be a seller through, is it Poshmark? That's how people are getting them, but what I heard is that they limit you on how many boxes you can get if you actually don't sell on there. So I'm not going to consider it like my source to get boxes. And I've had people ship me some stuff in those boxes and they're not very sturdy. They're really thin and they're really bendy. And I don't know if I really trust that for vintage decor. Has anybody else touched them yet? The ground boxes? Like, they're thinner. They're not... I have to wrap them in tape. Oh, yeah. So, I used it to ship some brass, but, like, I packed that shit tight so the box wouldn't, like, bend. But I don't know if I trust them. And you definitely need to make your tape touch tape all the way around it and then wrap it the other way so you know it's good. Do we know if UPS... I have no idea. I don't know why they made us accept terms of service for that. And then we don't even have that ability. So I don't know if something's still in the works. They haven't come in agreement, but I have not heard anything. But I hope so. It would be nice. Especially for some bigger stuff that we ship. It would be really nice. I know that food sellers, they can use UPS. Have you guys seen those shows where they're selling steaks and caviar and stuff like that? I go in there and it says not shippable to me. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is it not shippable? It's because I have a P.O. box as my address, but if I change it to my house address, they can ship to me just fine. And it's because they're using like next day air and stuff like that to ship it faster. And I'm pretty sure it's UPS or FedEx. I got a 12 by 12 by 12 from Staples for a good price, and they are tough. I found some good boxes at Walmart too, and they are thick and heavy. And I used this to ship some glass or something else, and they're like moving boxes. They're thick, and I was happy with them for sure. I still get my 6x6x6s from Walmart. You can get them online. And I think it's 25 for like $12. I mean, that's a plus if you need a small box. I like that one. But Zorro, the other, and $50. After $50, you get free shipping, which is easy to do. You just have to buy a bundle and you're already at $50. Hi, Roxy. What are you doing? Did Daddy send you to me? Okay, I probably need to feed Patrick. So, but yeah, I think it's potentially in the works, y'all. Who's on that we can raid? Let's see. House of Coop is on again. Dan, they've been on 3 days in a row. Y'all, that's crazy. They've been alive 3 days in a row. Oh, they're doing a seller sport. Should we raid into them and see what they have to say? Let's raid into them. I don't really raid into big sellers, but oh meh. Do y'all want to go listen to House of Coop and see what they have to say as a big seller? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's fine. Because if I send y'all to someone else, it might bring their numbers down. I've been hearing about that. Like, I need to send, if it's a chat show, I need to go into another chat show. So let's go see them. I will see y'all later. I gotta go feed Patrick. We gotta eat dinner. So bye, friends.